Russia's prison service says jailed opposition leader Alexei Navalny has been transferred to a medical facility. The announcement comes after Navalny's doctors said he was on the brink of death and needed urgent treatment, and after Western power warned of consequences if Navalny died in prison. The 44-year-old has been on hunger strike for 3 weeks after being denied access to his own medical team. The Kremlin says Navalny's health should not be of interest to Western countries. Let's bring in Russia analyst Konstantin Egert. Konstantin, we understand that Navalny has been hospitalized now. What do we know about his medical condition right now?
Well, the thing we know is from an official press release of the Russian prison service, which says that he's been given vitamins, which could indicate anything, actually. What we've known from his doctors who analyzed his tests that were passed on, as far as I understand, by his lawyers, he has significant kalium problems in his body. That's what they said, and that is quite dangerous for him. But the fact that he was transferred from prison gives a tad of hope that maybe doctors will be allowed to finally visit him, but also it gives ground to thinking that probably his condition is such that he definitely needs to be transferred to a better medical facility than just a prison medical point, which is quite scarce.
Well, the EU's top diplomats are discussing Navalny's situation today, but can they actually do anything?
Well, I think that Mr. Putin is playing his favorite game of who blinks first with Navalny's life, actually, and with the West in general, not only with the EU. But my suspicion is that maybe what Mr. Putin wants, he wants him out of Russia, and maybe to exchange him for, let us say, high-profile Russian prisoner, for example, Viktor Bout, a pilot who's been running guns, an arms smuggler essentially, who's serving a sentence in the United States. I suppose that Putin thinks that Navalny inside Russia is really dangerous because he is a symbol and he is a focal point of discontent. But I do think that to get Navalny out of Russia, one needs a massive appeal and probably personal phone calls from people whom Putin wouldn't be able to refuse. I don't know whether it's Pope Francis or Angela Merkel, but it definitely, I think, is a game that Putin is playing now, and Navalny's health is on the line now.
He's playing this international power game on several fronts there. There's Russia's troop build-up on Ukraine's border and the growing tensions between Russia and the Czech Republic. Will that put even more strain, for example, on EU-Russia relations?
Yes, and I think that on Wednesday, on the 21st of April, when Putin addresses the Federal Assembly, both houses of parliament, with his annual address, we are bound to hear something spectacular. It may be introduction of Russian troops in Belarus, which will be another part of the Ukraine buildup, because just if you look at the map, it will open the possibility for Russian troops to mass on northern border of Ukraine. Another thing could be also something concerning relations with the EU on NATO in the wake of this Czech spy scandal, which you mentioned. I do think we at a point of crisis, which personally I haven't seen since 2014 and the opening or beginning of conflict between Russia and Ukraine. If you take it further back, probably 1983 with the tensions between Andropov and Reagan and Pershing missiles in Europe. So I think that it is an inflection point for Putin. We'll see what he has in store on the 21st of April.
Konstantin Egert, thank you very much for that analysis.